Hello, my name is Anne and this is Toby, and welcome to a Tobyknits podcast, episode 147. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Go and grab a cup of tea and get comfy because we're going to be here for a while. We are going to be talking about knitting, crochet, cross stitch, and quilting. Yes, all the crafty stuff. These are all the crafty things I do since I have retired and live in a beautiful little village just outside of Ottawa, Ontario, and I'm in my garden right now. It's such a beautiful day here today. I thought I would come and sit outside and chit chat with you for a little bit before I take you inside to show you all the goodies. So, look at my gorgeous maple tree. Look how big it is. Oh, and it's just starting to turn colors. It will actually all go very yellow. It's a really pretty tree. Yeah, so I'm originally from England, but I had moved to Canada 40 odd years ago. And so my dad and my brother still live in Canada. Well, most of my family in England. Most of my family live in England. So last week, my dad, who is 91 this year, flew into Nova Scotia with my brother, who he lives with, and for vacation for a week. And we drove down from Ontario to Nova Scotia to meet them. And my son, my youngest son, Sean, he lives in Nova Scotia, as many of you probably know by now, with his lovely wife, the Miss Megan, and the lovely Leo. So we stayed with Sean and Megan, and my dad and my brother stayed in a hotel in Halifax. And then each day, because they live in Dartmouth, which is across the water from Halifax, so each day we would get up with the lovely Leo and listen to him yik and Nana Papa and all that stuff, because he's 21 months old, 22 months old. He'd be 2 in December, middle of December. So yeah, and then we would drive over the bridge, or we took the ferry a couple of times. It was lovely to meet my dad, and then we went places. We went to Peggy's Cove. I love it there. So we went there. Oh, it's not on my... Oh yeah, there it is on my cup. Peggy's Cove. And we went there one day, so that was very nice. Another day we went to Mahone Bay, and I had wanted to go there for a while. Oh, I hear a train coming. It's gonna go right past. I'm really sorry, it might get loud. I don't even think you'll be able to see it, but I will turn. That's my neighbor's house over there. Well, no, that's my house. But my neighbor's house is up that way somewhere. And the train goes by her house right here. I don't know if you'll see it. You can definitely hear it. Just barely, maybe you can see it, but they're goods trains mostly, and they're noisy, and this will go on for a while. Okay, so I'm in the house now, and why am I in the house? Well, the train came by, and I think it had over 100 cars on it, so it was taking a long time. So I stopped the video because I thought, you just don't want to, I can't compete over the noise of the train. And then my next door neighbor decided, oh, that was Toby getting up on my lap. He loves this chair. So then my next door neighbor decided that she was going to mow the lawn. So consequently, it was too loud in the beautiful backyard. So in the house I come. But anyway, I was telling you that we went to Mahone Bay, and I had wanted to go there for a while because when we were at Peggy's Cove, I had picked a book up about Oak Island and the mystery of Oak Island. And Oak Island is an island that for over the past 100 years, people have thought there's been buried treasure there from Captain Kidd and all kinds of other pirates, I guess, and had been buried there because they had found, some children had found some kind of a divot in the ground, and when they dug it up, they found a hole, and this hole went down and down and down. Anyway, so many people over the last 100 years, including one of the US presidents, I believe, I think it was Roosevelt, was very interested in this whole thing. And it has sparked this very big, there's all kinds of TV shows about it. And anyway, so I had bought the book and I didn't realize that Oak Island was just off Mahone Bay. So we went there for the day. It was beautiful in the little town of Mahone Bay. It really was nice. And it was fun. We didn't get to go to see Oak Island though, because that was the day that everybody had started to feel not well. And like bones were aching, not, headachy. Yeah. Anyway, so then we went back home and to Sean and Megan's house and had a nice meal that evening, which I couldn't eat. I wasn't hungry. And then the next day, I think we did shopping and stuff like that. Anyway, turns out we all had COVID. Yeah. And by the way, I'm still testing positive for COVID. But I don't feel sick. I don't have a cold. I don't have a cough anymore. I did have a bit of a cough. So I don't really have any symptoms. I don't have a cough. I don't really have a cold. It was more bone aching and headachy and stuff like that. It was, and tired. Oh my gosh, I was so tired. So the rest of the trip, and so everybody got it. Sean had it, Megan had it, Leo didn't get it, Bob had it, my dad got it, 91, dad got it. Again, no symptoms that we could see in my dad, and he's flew back home to England now, and he's still fine, but still testing positive, as I am. And anyway, so it's very weird. I feel like it's a, other than those 2 or 3 days where my appetite was off and I was tired and headachy and achy. I mean, I have never had the aches that I got before ever. I mean, my elbow ached. Like, it was the funniest places that would ache. The inside of my arm here ached. Like, it was the weirdest places that would ache. And like getting up and down from the chair, like you just didn't want to move because everything was an effort, and that went on for about 2 or 3 days. And then after that, we were all fine, absolutely fine. So I feel like at this point, COVID is more of a variant of a variant of a variant of a variant. And it's not anywhere like it used to be. It's not as scary as it used to be. And because I mean, you all know I suffer from bad chests. Whenever I get a cold, it tends to be pneumonia. And I didn't even get that. In fact, do you remember a couple of months ago when I had no voice for like 8 weeks and I had that really bad pneumonia? That was worse than this apparent COVID. So anyway, very bizarre, very bizarre. But it really wasn't lovely to see everybody. And it's super fun because Dad went home on the Monday. We left on the Tuesday to drive back to Ontario. And there were no tears because usually Megan and I are bawling in each other's arms. Sean, I'm all crying because I'm leaving Sean and Leo, and you know, like all that happens. And it didn't this time, because it was like, okay, see you Monday, because yes, they're flying in today. Yeah. And they're coming in for a wedding next weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend. So that was kind of, nobody was upset. It was like, okay, see you Monday. So it was all very exciting. Yeah, so, okay, so that was my vacation. It was a lot of fun. And did I get any knitting done? No, I hardly got any knitting done. And the reason was because I was too tired even to hold my knitting needles and knit when I had the COVID. So I don't really have a lot of knitting to show you. And actually I was gonna show you some crochet too, but I can't because I gave it to Megan. So I might have to find a picture and show you that. But anyway, finished objects. I actually do have notes. Finished objects, I don't have any. But on the drive there, I was working on the Mermaid socks, which are from Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade. And she's been putting out a fabulous pair of socks each month for the past, since May. And these were the September socks. And I have been trying to knit a pair of socks a month. And the girls in my Tobyknits and Friends group on Facebook have been knitting socks each month as well. And, but I've been so obsessed right now with knitting my own sock designs that my regular sock knitting kind of took a nosedive. And yeah, so I can't really show you just yet any of the sock designs I've been working on, because there's 3, yes. But in between working on those, I have been doing the mermaid socks. This is the yarn I have been using, which is my own hand dyed Asta, which was the birth flower for September. It's yellow center with purple, very pale purple flower petals, and it kind of looks like a daisy. And then this is the socks. Now I'm on the gusset, so it's a little hard to show you, but this is the pattern. It's like 3 sets of shells, mermaid tail, I guess. It's the tail of the mermaid. So there are 3 of those. So they are on the front only with this interesting, I don't even know what you'd call that. They're knit pearls, like knit through the back loop and purl, and they'll go all the way down the side of the foot. The back is just plain, which is kind of nice. You can get to see the color of the yarn. And yeah, my nails match. Isn't that funny? I did not do that on purpose. So, and then it's a heel flap and toe, round heel, I mean. And so now I'm on the gusset part. And Helen does her gusset a little different to what I have always knit. Like, I set my needle up like this. I don't like the way she does it, where she just has the front needle, which is the patterned part, on the one needle, and on the second needle she has the picked up stitches, the toe, the heel, sorry, and the other picked up. So she has like 50 stitches on one needle and 30 on the other, something like that. And I don't like that. So I have always set mine up where I split the front needle. I split it and have half of one stitch, half on the other needle and half on one needle. And then I have half of the toe, which then becomes the beginning of the round. So half the toe, and then the picked up stitches on each needle. And I just find that easier for me to handle it and to be able to count and see where I'm up to. But she also does it slightly different in that I always used to do knit to the last 3 stitches knit 2 together, knit 1, and then when you come to the other side, knit 1, SSK, carry on. She doesn't do that extra knit 1. She goes straight to the last 2 stitches and does knit 2 together. And then on the other side, she just comes to, when you get to this point, she just SSKs the first 2. And it's actually quite easier. I'm actually enjoying that. And it doesn't, I don't know, it just gives a nice feel to it. So anyway, that's where I'm up to with them. So as you can tell, I haven't got very far because these, mind you, the way her sock patterns come out, they come out like the 8th or 9th of the month. So really, I have till the 8th or 9th of next month to get these finished. Technically, I'm sticking to that. But again, I'm just going to try to finish these off as best I can and just work on these till they're done. And I don't think I'm going to do her, is it her last pair? May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, there's one more to come out. And I don't think I'm going to work on that one this month, just because I've got so much to do. And I still haven't finished the seed pod, which was July. I've done one sock and not the second one. And I was struggling with the second one. I did start it and try to work on it. But what happened was I kept getting the patent part, because it was just around after the cuff. I kept getting it wrong. And it involves 2 cable needles. So I was struggling with that. And I wasn't enjoying it. So I thought, you know, put it away, and just put it away. If you're not enjoying it, put it away. And I put it away, and I did, I've decided that when I do come to knitting that second sock, because I don't want to have second sock syndrome, which I think I do, actually, I'm just going to knit that second one plain and not do the cuff magic, because it just, well, it annoyed me. So I don't want to do it. But I love the yarn. It was my July yarn, which was Larkspur, and I really like it. It's such a pretty blue that I'm going to just knit that sock plain. And then that will always be a sock that I've got if we're in the car when I'm just need to go to A to B and I don't need to think. It's just a plain sock. So that's what's going to happen with the seed pod. And then the Mermaid, I will do my best to try to get that actual pair finished. Because I love having a pair of socks on the needle, but of course the problem is I got like 3 pairs on the needles right now, all of which are secrets. So, but I can show you now, because they launched yesterday on my Ravelry page. Oh, my first pair of, well, it's my second design, because my first design is the holiday sock, which is just a plain vanilla type sock, short sock. But these are the first pair that I did that have a pattern, a specific, I can't say that word. You all know what I'm talking about, don't you? Gosh, I hope so. A certain pattern, yes. So these, I can now tell you the name. For the longest time, I kept calling them the Halloween socks. But they are actually the Spooky Spider socks. And if you notice, the spiders are coming down on threads from the cuff. So here are the spiders. Look at them. Oh. And they are coming down past a pumpkin patch heel, and this is an hourglass heel, and it's very different from any other heel I have done, and it is really nice. And then they come down to the toe, they get to the toe, here they are, and there's one right on the toe. So this is the spooky spider, and the other one I changed up, which you can or do or don't if you don't want to. I changed up the heel and toes and cuff. There you can see the spider better there. Now this stitch is also known as the butterfly stitch, or there's like 3 or 4 different names for it. And somebody had asked me, because a spider has 4, why I didn't do 4 and only did 3. And the reason I did that was I did try to do the 4 strands where you carry your 5 stitches, you slip 5 stitches and with the yarn in front, and then go back and carry on knitting and blah, blah, blah. But I found that it just bunched it up so much, it didn't look like anything. Whereas at least you can sort of see it looks a bit like a spider coming down on a thread. So those are my spooky spiders. And they are available on Ravelry for sale. And my test knitters have all finished, and they should be up on Ravelry now too. So you'll be able to see all the different ones that they've done. And Alice, from Soxy Nana Alice, I feel like she changed her channel and I forget the name of it now. I'll leave a link below. She put beautiful thread in hers and to make the spider sparkle. So anyway, go check those out. So these are my spooky spider socks. Ooh. And those are, so they're on Ravelry now. And I was going to do a live cast on tonight, but Sean and Megan arrived tonight and we have to go pick them up at the airport. And of course it was when I was going to do the live. So I don't think I'm going to do the live now. I might wait a day or 2, because then if you do want to join in and knit them, then you've got to get your yarn, right? So I might give it a day or 2 and then maybe do a live cast on party. I think that might be just fun. But of course, we also have the cast on party coming up on Martin of Knit365's website, YouTube channel, for the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. So I don't know if can you guys handle 2 live knit alongs? I don't know. Tell me, let me know below. But anyway, so I was going to, but I'm not going to do it tonight now. Instead, you've got this video, and I really hope that you go and try that knitting pattern and enjoy it. It was fun to knit. There is written instructions, and there is a chart for each size, small, medium, or large. And yeah, so go and check it out on my Ravelry page. Link is below. So that's exciting. And then once that's up, and next time I talk to you, I will tell you more about the other socks. That one being my first one of a patented design, I wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted it to be a mystery. I've talked about it for a while and I wanted everybody to know about it. The next socks that I am working on, and I have actually finished my Christmas socks, and this is the yarn I used for those, which I hand dyed myself. And those socks are going to be called the Evergreen socks, and those are finished. The pattern has finished and it's ready to go out to test knitters. So I will show you that next time, but you have to wait. And then I've got 2 other pairs that I'm working on, and I'll show you them at a later date too, just not right now. Okay, so that's all the knitting that I've been doing. Oh, one thing I did want to show you, my dad sent over, when he came over, he brought me a magazine. And I thought this was really nice. It's American. It is a British magazine. And I really thought that there's a bunch of things in here that I really liked. One of which, let me see if I can find it for you. I thought it was super nice. Of course, it's the wrong time now to make this, but it's very pretty. What do you think of this? Isn't that pretty? I thought that was really nice. I love the two-tone in it. So, yeah, that was nice. And the other one I liked was, oh, and this is the other thing I like about this magazine. They give it you in different colors so you can see what it would look like if you tried the different colors. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I thought to myself, I wonder if I could make that but add sleeves, because then that would be nice for the fall here. Because the fall is, and then look at this lovely sweater for a guy. I thought that was really nice too. So yeah, so there's some nice things. There's a couple of things for kids. But I thought that was a nice magazine that I got off my dad. He actually also gave me a cross-stitch magazine because he knows how much I love crafting. So he sent me this one and or brought it with him. Plus a whole pile of revels, minstrels, and things I don't share with anybody. No. So I thought those were some nice, really cute patterns in here that I might try. Yeah, there's some really nice ones in there. And then he also got me a quilting magazine. And this is a really interesting one because it came with a triangle ruler. How do you not love stuff like that? I love rulers. I have a thing about rulers. I got loads of them, all different sizes. So anyway, this magazine came and it's got some very interesting things in it. I haven't really found one I've settled on that I want to sew, only because, good grief, I have so much other stuff on the go. But anyway, I was really thrilled to get that magazine. So I was really happy about that. What else do I have to show you? Oh, I got some fabric while I was down in Nova Scotia. When we went to Mahone Bay, on the way back, there was a yarn and fabric store. So of course we stopped. And look what I got. Ah, isn't this so cute? I thought I would make myself a bag out of that. Like a tote bag, a bit bigger than a, than a regular bag. Anyway, so that's that. And oh my gosh, what am I thinking? Crochet. So crochet, here's a picture. if I can find a video of the finished thing, I'll show you. But I made this for Megan for the baby shower that never happened on the Sunday because we had all got COVID and had to be canceled till this Sunday, yesterday. So I gave her the gift because we were there anyway, and I had made a cardigan that I forgot to give her. I showed you that a couple of weeks ago, that little hexagon cardigan. And I also made her a baby blanket, so for the baby girl. So that is the baby blanket that I made her, and I actually finished it off as we were driving down there, so that's kind of fun. And then lastly, I haven't started my cross stitch yet. That will be on Sundays, and last night I was too tired to start it, so yeah, I will get back to cross stitch, I really will. But anyway, I haven't done any of that, but I did manage to get some quilting done. So this, since I've been back, I did this. This is the Designer Mystery from Fat Quarter Shop, and I got this finished. Made this yesterday, I think, or the day before. And this is block 3 of that particular, the 2023 Designer Mystery. And I really enjoyed making this one. I put the Bakery Bears on in my headphones, and I sat and listened to that while I sewed away. So that one came out very nice. I also finished off Clue 8 of Cotton Cuts. So I had already made one of those, so I made the second one. There are 2 there. So that was one clue, and the other clue was this. So again, I have 2 of them. So I made the second one of those. So those are done. And I also got ready to sew this, which is my Fat Quarter Shop's Halloween quilt from this year. And this is the backing. Isn't that cute? Look at all the little pumpkins. And this is the front. So this is how it looks. And I've got it all together with my batting. And I laid out some with washi tape, some lines every, I don't know if it was 8 inches or something. And the plan is I'm going to put it in the machine like that. And I'm going to just do some crazy free motion all the way to the one side, and then go back and then do it another crazy free motion all the way down that side. So that is how I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'll do that later or not. But yeah, so that has been what's been going on. I've attempted this video twice. The first time when I was in Nova Scotia, but I was feeling so bad that I don't think I made sense. So hopefully I'm making sense now. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I'm so sorry I'm not going to do the live tonight, but please go check out the pattern. Leave me a link below and let me know if you still want me to do a live cast on, if you're interested in that or not. And I will be back in 2 weeks with another video for you. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.